Hey guys, it's 99O. Today I'm going to quickly show you how to get some codeine out of some Nurofren Plus pills. So first thing you're going to want to do, I'm in Photoshop to show you this whole chemical synthesis. So you're going to want to get some Nurofren, make sure it's plus and it has codeine in it. So because that is the opiate that you want to extract from it. And you don't want to eat these just right out of the box because they have what's called acetaminophen, or if you're in Europe, paracetamol. I don't know what it's called in Europe, but it's the same chemical. It's derived from a phenol group, and it's very harsh on your liver. So first thing you do, take your Nurofren. I'm going to be using 4 boxes in this imaginary chemical synthesis, but you can use however many you want. First, you're going to grind up your Nurofren in a mortar and pestle to increase the surface area of the pill. And just a quick little chemical calculation down here is about 256 milligrams of codeine per box. So then if you multiply that by the amount of boxes you have, you can quickly get your expected yield. Obviously your yield's not going to be at 100%. It's probably going to be around more, I'd say even 60 to 88% is what you're probably going to be looking at, because we're not using a vacuum. But so once your Nurofren or any generic is ground up, you're gonna add some warm water and either use a beaker or a bowl. And I'd say use about 50 to 100 milliliters of water per box or per 32 pills. And we're using warm water and ground up pills to increase the surface area, as I said, and to get everything to evenly dissolve into it. So you're going to keep stirring it, maybe not for 5 minutes, but just keep stirring it until everything's evenly dissolved into the water. You're going to throw it into your freezer and wait from 35 to 45 minutes. And you want this to be hovering around -1 to 2 degrees Celsius, because once the temperature gets very low, acetaminophen cannot dissolve into water anymore, so it starts to crystallize out. And so once you can tell that's crystallizing out, it's expanding. We're going to go to the final step, which is you quickly take it out of the freezer, give it a little shake, and pour it through a coffee filter. Okay, you're going to see a lot of crystals in the top of your coffee filter. That is the crappy acetaminophen. And the water that strains down into a graduated cylinder or whatever you're using to contain the water, that's going to be your pure codeine plus water. If you want, I wouldn't recommend boiling it off, but you can use a dehydration chamber or place it under a heat lamp on kind of like a baking sheet that you'd use cookies for. Kind of spread the whole water out, put under a heat lamp, and in 48 to 72 hours you should have a pretty fine powder that you can maybe scrape off of. I'd recommend doing that because then once you have the pure powder weight, you can get the derivative of your yield. So you're going to take the total amount of pure codeine you have. Well, it's probably not pure, probably around 91 to 92%. The rest is going to be acetaminophen, but most of it's removed. And then you can easily derive the percentage yield you have. Well, thank you for watching. This is 99O, and I'll hopefully have some more chemical synthesis videos up later this week, because I'm just going through the Psychonaut wiki and just making quick tutorials for YouTube. Okay, peace.